Hey guys, Blepnir here with another team review, and today we're just going to be looking over the new and improved Walrein. I use it in an open Great League team along with Nidoqueen in the front and Lickitung as a safe swap. Both super huge powerhouses in themselves. I think that they work really well with Walrein because Lickitung can leer out those fighters and also oftentimes take shields with its constant fast move and charge move pressure. So let's see how this team does. We have Nidoqueen into Empoleon. This is a negative lead, and it's kind of a tricky matchup in general because I really have very little fast move pressure for it, both in the front and the back. But they luckily switch into Sableye here, which is telling me that they're probably really weak in the back to Sableye, and I should probably preserve it. So I'm going to go for the Power Whip here. And they shield, so this is really nice. I'm already up a shield, and I can safely let this next charge move go as long as they don't go for a return. If they go for a foul play here, I'll easily survive it. So I'm just going to call it as the foul play because otherwise they might have been able to bait me with a foul play and then get to a return. So I shield up this next foul play. I take them out. And they come into Empoleon, and I'm preserving that Lickitung because I'm thinking that whatever's in the back might be weak to Lickitung. And sure enough, it is a Cough Egregious, so very weak to Lickitung in the back. They do go for the Shadow Ball, which does quite a lot to Walrein, but you can see here that regular non-Shadow Walrein has some bulk to it, which is really nice. It's not quite as bulky as things like Dugong, not even as bulky as Celio, but it's not as fragile as something like Empoleon, for example. And so here, I'm thinking that my only play is to bait with the Poison Fang and then reach the Power Whip afterwards. So I'm going to bait with this Poison Fang because I don't think that the Power Whip would kill if I didn't bait there. I might be wrong, but luckily they take me out and I'm able to get to this Power Whip just in time. And so because of that Poison Fang, this Power Whip will definitely KO. Now we have Nidoqueen into Jellicent. This is a negative lead once again, so I'm switching into Lickitung. They stay in for a while. Maybe they didn't have a very good connection there. And now they switch into Drapion, Shadow Drapion. And so you can see, even though the licks are resisted, it does a pretty sizable chunk to Shadow Drapion because it's just so much more delicate than Lickitung is. Even though I got the defense debuff here, I still don't get taken out by the crunch. They're going to have to shield this if they want to preserve Switch. And they do shield. So now we're up a shield. We go into Nidoqueen. We can farm this all the way down, hopefully. And they don't actually have Aqua Tail. So we are able to farm them down, and they go for the wrong move. They go for the double resisted Sludge Bomb. So this is looking good for us. I just go for the Earth Power here. I'm going to have to get this Wormadam down somehow. And I also have to take out this Jellicent. So it's kind of a tricky situation because both of my Pokemon are kind of hard countered by both of their Pokemon. But you're going to see here just how much pressure the Walrein can put, especially when this Jellicent keeps on baiting with these Bubble Beams. At this point, I don't even think that they got enough energy for a Shadow Ball there with the second one, so I could safely let it go. And they also call the Earthquake as a bait, and that's why I think that with something like Walrein, it's actually really nice to not bait, to go straight for the nuke move because Icicle Spear is such a enticing option to bait with. But here at this point, because I was able to get off that Poison Fang, I can actually just Icicle Spear this. And it will be enough to take it out. So because of that, they're not going to get to a Bug Buzz here, and I don't think that an Iron Head would be enough to take me out there. So I do get to the Icicle Spear, and that's just enough to take them out. So once again, the Poison Fang really coming in clutch, even when the bait goes wrong there. As you saw, I went for the Earth Power first, and they shielded it. The Poison Fang still allowed me to take out the Wormadam there. And so this is a pretty hard counter lead, right? Unless they have payback. But they're not even going to get to the payback at this rate with the constant pressure from the charge move and the fast moves. They go just for the cross chop, and now they switch into their own Nidoqueen. So they don't even go for the Earth Power here, which is a mistake. This Poison Fang will do next to nothing, and now I can come into my Walrein. This is definitely something that Walrein is bringing to the table here, is to kind of break up this insane Nidoqueen just like ubiquity in the meta, because it's just so good, but Walrein really hard counters it pretty hard. So now I can I almost farmed them all the way down. They end up farming me down, which is fine. I can just come into my Nidoqueen here and take whatever move this is. They come into a Azumarill, and I'm already so packed on energy that I'm just going to be able to spam out these Poison Fangs. I could even get to a third Poison Fang here, but I think I'm going to switch into my Lickitung. And at this point, they're double debuffed. I can just go for this Body Slam. And if they shield this up, I can even lick them down. And they know that and quit out. So that's just an example of how this team can totally dominate some pretty common lines. Nidoqueen is no longer the safe swap that it used to be, that's for sure. So here I usually just go for the Poison Fang first and then go for the Earth Power second, because they very rarely shield up, even if they think it's an Earth Power, because of the fact that Umbreon can survive the Earth Power so comfortably here. But you're going to see that even though the Umbreon does survive, it gets it very low. And then I can just come in with my Lickitung and lick it down from there. With the defense debuff, yeah, so now I can lick them down, and they come into Medicham. I have an energy advantage. As long as this Medicham doesn't have Dynamic Punch, I should be able to force a shield here. So let's see what move they go for here. This could be a Psychic. Yeah, it is a Psychic. So now they're going to have to shield if they want to win this switch. And I think I might take this Ice Punch onto a Walrein. Maybe do a Poison Fang and then come into Walrein. Yeah, so that was me thinking that they're probably going to throw one counter just to make sure that I come into the right Pokemon before throwing their Ice Punch. And then I switch after that one counter and catch the Ice Punch on the double resisted Walrein. So here I'm just going straight for the Biscuit Earthquake. They do shield it up, but at this point I can get to an Earth Power on my Nidoqueen. So looking pretty good here. I can get to this Earth Power. I still have 2 shields. So I'm going to be able to Earth Power this and then take out the Medicham with just a couple of Poison Jabs. Or the Umbreon, I mean. Poison Jabs and Poison Fang. It's just such a deadly combo in this meta. So I'm going to go for the Poison Fang first. They go for the extra counter. So I'm hoping that I catch the Ice Punch here, but I guess I'm a little early. I thought that they'd throw the Ice Punch immediately. They have Power Up Punch, so I expect this to be Power Up Punch and Ice Punch. Just kind of a difficult situation. They actually go for the Ice Punch there, which is a mistake because you want to be continuing to ramp up your counters, and you do about the same amount of damage with a ramped up Power Up Punch as you do with an Ice Punch. So they also think that they have to throw here. They actually don't. So you see that they had to dump their energy anyway with the Power Up Punch. They should have just been Powering Up Punch the whole time. They can't reach a Ice Punch because they threw their energy there. They have a Swampert in the back. So still a tricky situation. I'm just going to go straight for my Earthquake here. They don't shield, which is really nice. So now I can potentially farm this all the way down. Let's see if they let this go. They shield. So now I can farm this all the way down. The bulk really coming in clutch there. I go for one Powder Snow and throw the Icicle Spear. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to reach a second Icicle Spear, but I am very close to my Earth Power on my Nidoqueen. So I think I'm just going to barely get there. Yeah, they were one mud shot away for sure from the Hydro Cannon. So really close there. Really proud of how I managed my energy to allow myself to get to that Earth Power in the end. So they stay in against the Lickitung, which is really nice. And I have this huge energy advantage over Medicham. So now I'm definitely going to at least force a shield here on Medicham. Looks like they have Power Up Punch. Yeah. So they're just going to Power Up Punch spam me here. They're probably going to shield this one. Because if they don't, then I can lick them down. Let's see if I attempt to go for the lick down. Unfortunately, since I didn't shield that Power Up Punch, I think I'm just barely not going to make it. And now I'm probably going to come into Walrein because they might blind throw the Ice Punch. They don't even get to the Ice Punch, so that's kind of nice. They have Bastiodon in the back. They catch the move onto Sableye, which is perfectly fine. This is a really powerful neutral Earth Power. I'm just going to let this go because I know I can survive it and the Shadow Claws afterwards. I can go for this Poison Fang here. This is just about enough to take out the Sableye, so they have to shield it. And I am going to shield here because I know I can get to the Earth Power afterwards. So I'm just going to go straight for the Earth Power here. If they shield this, I can get to the Earthquake on my Walrein. So the Earthquake on Walrein will do a pretty similar amount to the Earth Power from Nidoqueen. And the Earth Power from Nidoqueen also has a chance to debuff, so that's why it's smarter to go for the Earth Power first and then the Earthquake here. But this Earthquake isn't quite enough to take them out. So now I have to get to an Icicle Spear. And I'm expecting an Icicle Spear to be enough to take out this Bastiodon, but let's see what happens. It's just barely not enough. So this is a very XL Bastiodon right here. Luckily, able to take it out with 3 more Powder Snows there. So all in all, super impressed with the quality of the new and improved Walrein. The Powder Snows do a very significant amount of damage, I think, compared to something like Mud Shot or a non-stab quick move. It does solid damage, and it also gets to that Icicle Spear so quickly. The one thing I'll say is that I found that not baiting with the Walrein seemed to be the more successful play, just because people know that the Icicle Spear is such a good bait. I saw a lot of people spamming out those Icicle Spears when they really should just be going for the Earthquake. So, yeah, I definitely think that Walrein really reigns supreme in this meta. Let me know how your own experiences with Walrein have been going, or your experiences in Go Battle League right now in general in this post-Walrein meta. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.